Okay, everyone, we are back. I'm going to show you how to put a halter on your cow or your steer. It is one of my better tips is to, if you're interested in getting a cow or a steer, or maybe you have bottle babies or you have younger cows, it is better to start when they're young because it's a lot easier to get them imprinted and they're young enough that you can still push them around. So I think I'm going to take his rope halter. Oh, actually, I'm going to take his leather halter with the chain. Maybe I'll demonstrate both types of halters if you've never put a halter on a cow before. I will demonstrate this one and the rope halter. Just so you get an idea of both and how to put them on and how to start your cow. Hi, Rio. What's going on, buddy? Okay, so I would recommend finding, like I said, a grain that your cow or steer likes. For the purpose of these videos, I'm just going to refer to all bovines as cows. So, hate the playa, or hate the game, not the player, whatever that saying is. Hate the playa, hate the game. I have no idea what that saying is. But anyways, yeah, so that's what I'm going to do. So, this little guy is clearly wanting to mooch, and he wants to be in my video. So, hi, Rio. Thanks for that. Okay, move. Back up. Good boy. Okay, so Gus, where did my little guy go? Probably gonna have all kinds of friends from this video. Luckily, these guys are like, no, you have a halter. You're too young to know that yet, hey, bud? They don't typically run away, but they're just being turds. Where did Gus go? Gus! He disappeared around the other side of the barn, or hi, Rio. Yeah, we'll find him. There he is. What are you doing? Oh, he's trying to eat the lawnmower. Come on. Come here. Come to me. So one of his cues that I have used with him is come to me, and then I'll like either do something with my hands, which he knows very well. Rio. Good boy. And I like to reward a lot. So I kind of started there actually, and lots of love and cuddles, but respectful. Like, he's not allowed to be in my space. So you could take a version of that motivator, I call it, or the cattle prod, not the electric one. I don't, if you want to, I guess it depends on what stage you're training your cow or your steer at. Back up, good boy. He knows voice commands. Back up. Good boy. He knows that he's not allowed to be in my space. Back up. Gus. And just like everything, this is going to be the unedited version. So when he does that with his head, that's very disrespectful. Hey, I'm not allowed to do that. I don't like it when he does that, so I correct him. And the way I correct him, this is the most sensitive part on him. So he's either going to get a bump in the nose. If he's being really saucy, I'll bump him in the nose with my foot. Like if he's going to do this, I'm going to show you. No. This doesn't hurt him, but it gets his attention. Cows like to, or I'll whack him with the rope if you have to. Like, he's not allowed to be pushy. Cows and steers always try to fight for the hierarchy, and that's the way they do it. They like to push with their head. They like to constantly try to dominate. So in this case, because I have crunchies in my hand, he gets pushy, but he knows. And so when he's being good, I'm just going to reward him. Okay, so good boy. So that's what I recommend. I recommend just lots of rewards. Like, we don't have a halter on him yet, so that's good. I mean, it's all about safety when it comes to these guys. We want them to be in our space, and we want them to love us, and vice versa, but we also want them to do it kindly, like a horse, same type of thing. Okay, so see how he's going to try to headbutt me? Back up. I'll give him either a knee, a bump in the nose, I'll poke him in the shoulder, good boy, till he takes a step, and then I'm going to release. So just like horses, I've found with him, with training, there has to be a pressure and then there's a release. So with him, he's learned that the pressure is me either pinching his nose, bopping him in the nose when he's being saucy, or I'll poke him somewhere. And I will like, see, I'm letting him do this for the purpose of this video because I want you to see how pushy they can be, even if they're friendly. And so when he's like that, I'm just gonna go back up. And you can use voice commands as well. I've trained him with voice commands, and see how much harder they are to move. So when you have to be a little bit more firm with them and a little bit more strict, as opposed to if you were to do this with a horse, right? Horses respond a little bit more easily than these fellas. Back up. But I still provide the same technique. Good boy. And see, he's being saucy, so sometimes if he's being extra saucy, he knows that he's about to get this in the nose. And good boy. He knows that he's not allowed to do that, and that's the only thing that really gets their attention. You give him a tap with this on the end of the nose. And then when he's being good, like when he's not headbutting, he's not allowed to headbutt. I don't recommend letting your cows or steers headbutt. Back up. And I recommend pushing them out of your space. And then, good boy, giving them the reward when they're good. Good boy. Okay, here. Good boy. Good boy. And lots of scratches. So as you can see, nothing hurts him. I'm not doing anything to hurt him. I do want to get his attention though. If they're being extra saucy, like they're just not listening and they want to run you down, maybe pinning you against the wall, and you've already tried bopping them on the nose, you can also twist their ear or pull their ear a little bit. These are the most sensitive spots on him. Hey, like I'll just demonstrate that. I'll like move, but then there has to be a release as well. I don't hang. See, he's not allowed to do that. So I'll pull his ear a little bit and twist it. Hey, stop. And I use a voice command as well, because he really wants these cookies in my hand, and he knows. Good boy. He damn well knows, don't you? Nah. So I didn't ask him to take a step. I know you don't like it. Well, behave. Good boy. Good boy. Yes, good boy. So yeah, I wouldn't recommend letting them headbutt you ever. Hey. And if they do, just, and he does too, like that's just their nature. Is trying to, you know, constantly push their buttons or push our buttons. But so yeah, that's what I would do with that. Like I said, this guy is pretty used to having his halters on and all that stuff. So that's what you do when he's headbutting. Definitely you want to make sure that, you know, you're in charge all the time when it comes to these guys. I mean, they're not light, and when they step on you with their feet, it hurts a lot. And they don't move as easily as horses. So yeah, make sure that you're being safe. And if you feel comfortable when you first start training your cow or your steer, wear some steel-toed boots if you have some. Just for if you feel like you want to have extra safety around your toes, because they can be, like I say, really pushy, and they do like to be in your space, especially when there's food involved. So yeah, see that's not allowed. And he tries. He tries every time. He tries every day. He will try with new people, and then once he's disciplined with it, he knows that that's not the right answer. So there always has to be a right answer and a wrong answer, and we make the right answer easy and the wrong answer hard. So it's just like horses. If you have any horse knowledge about that at all, that's kind of the way we go. And if not, that's okay too. You'll hear me refer back to horses quite a bit, because clearly, well, I'm an equine lover as well as these bovine babies. So I have applied some of my same principles to cows as I have with the horses, or horses with the cow. You know what I mean, backwards. But anyways, yeah, so I provide some of the same techniques